Hey guys! So, latest episode of Haikyuu was pretty amazing. So in this week's episode of Haikyuu, we were able to see how each person would grow individually to get stronger. The main focus was mainly on Hinata and Kageyama, but I feel like it was mainly focusing on Hinata because he was the one who wants to get stronger, wants to improve. So Coach Uikai takes him to his, I believe he said it was his grandfather. If you guys remember, the grandfather was actually the one who coached the little giant. So when Hinata meets the grandfather, he pretty much already sees like a lot of similarities between Hinata and the little giant. So in this episode we learn about different techniques. We also see that Hinata is pretty much practicing with other setters so he can get used to, you know, dealing with the ball and not just with Kageyama's perfect serve. And just like I said in last week's review, we did get to see Oikawa this episode, and I know a lot of y'all were happy about that. So this episode we saw Oikawa with his nephew, and it was freaking adorable and very hilarious. I absolutely love the nephew because he's just freaking hilarious. How he's like, you actually like this picture? You're so lame. Or when Oikawa said, you know, I'm pretty busy so I don't have time for you, and you know, the nephew just pretty much puts him on blast, and I thought that was freaking hilarious. But the advice that Oikawa pretty much gave Kageyama was pretty useful. I was like, dang. He was just pretty much telling him, you know, you're not pretty much the main star, Hinata is, because he's the one controlling the ball in the end. I absolutely love that interaction between Kageyama and Oikawa. It was just absolutely amazing. It was one of the really good parts in the manga, and oh my god, next week's episode, I can't wait for you guys to see it. At the end of this episode, we see that one of the setters that is helping with Hinata kind of messes up, and Hinata still takes on and is able to, you know, control the ball anyway. And I love how one of the kids was like, you know, if you would have done that before, you probably would have freaked out like you did last time. So that shows a lot that Hinata is improving. And then we just see Kageyama is just pretty much trying to hit different types of serves so he can hit the perfect serve, or a serve that is right for Hinata. Pretty much he's taking Oikawa's advice. I absolutely love how each individual is pretty much focusing on how to get stronger. But out of the whole bunch, I've noticed that Suki pretty much doesn't really care about it. He just kind of does his own thing and he's like, well, you know, whatever. And I just can't talk about, you know, why Suki is this way, why isn't he practicing, because you guys will find out hopefully next episode. I believe this is the episode that I have been dying to see animated already, but I just can't say anything. I'm not sure if it's going to be this week's episode or next week's episode, because if you guys have seen the preview, the next episode is called Moonrise. So that's a pretty big hint of what the main episode's gonna focus on a little bit. And in the preview you guys saw that, you know, it looked like it was going to focus on Suki, and it is. And I just cannot wait to see this episode and talk about it. But I have a feeling that this whole thing with Suki is gonna last at least 2 episodes, so all of you Suki lovers are gonna have a lot to learn about this boy. And I just can't wait to talk about it when the episode comes out. But yeah, I think that's everything that I really have to say about this episode. One of the things that I really liked is when, you know, when Hinata spikes the ball, we can see the reflection of the ball in his eye. I think that's just so pretty cool. It just, you know, parts like these is what makes me love the animation of Haikyuu so much. So I just can't wait to talk about next week's episode. So yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! Going on, and a lot of stuff goes down, and it is honestly one of my favorites. Get ready for like the next few episodes because a lot of stuff is gonna happen, and based on the end of this episode, oh my god, I